What is up, my friends? Kevin here, the Tattoo Toy Hunter, and today we're coming back with another review unboxing. This is going to be of the Jurassic World Chaos Theory Allosaurus Colossal, Super Colossal, Epic Evolution. This is unassembled, and this thing is massive. It says it's 38 inches long here. You see a child kind of holding it, so you can proportionally tell the size comparison. Got a big old Jurassic logo here. Looks really nice. I like the way, here's the figure, but on the card, it carries over the picture of him, like almost in line with him. It is up, looking at it from this angle. Has a Netflix logo down here. Any of you watch Chaos Theory on Netflix? I've watched a lot of it, not all of it, but I'm a fan. So let me know in the comments below if you're into this show. So anyway, we have the figure here. He is so huge. It's going to be an undertaking to get him out of it. But let's look at the box real quick. On the top, we got Jurassic World logo, Chaos Theory. Then we have the Super Colossal, Allosaurus. A couple different languages. Looks like my box took a little bit of a tear, but I got this for $20.99 at Target. What a steal. I don't know what it runs regularly, but I'm pretty sure it was closer to $100. So we got Epic Evolution there. The logo again on the side. There's the other side. Same thing. Let's flip them around real quick. And this thing is heavy. So this is what the back looks like. So again, it's saying he's 38 inches, 97 centimeters in length. Here's a really nice shot of him. And some little dinosaurs running away. I'm pretty sure they don't come with it. This is made in Vietnam. These minis, they're showing some minis here, I guess, that you can also pick up. They're real tiny looking, but cool looking. No articulation that I can tell on these guys. Up here, you got that you can put the minis in his mouth hole for use with some minis. Minis sold separately, subject to availability. Colors and decoration may vary. So you can actually feed those minis to this big dude. It's hilarious. And then at the bottom, of course, we got some legal stuff. All right, let's go ahead and open them up and take a look at this monster. All right, we got him out of the box, and it wasn't easy. I had to cut him free, but he is very impressive so far. Looking at the paint scheme, looking at the sculpt, kind of like damage, battle damage on a lot of areas of him. He is just so menacing and large. Unlike my Diplodocus, this one comes with instructions, which is cool. One side shows you how to feed this guy, and I guess you can get him out his belly. As you can see here, you can feed him from the top, and then they come out of the belly. So that's kind of cool. Real simple to put together, and only 4 pieces. Not too bad. So I'm going to take them out of these, out of this wrapping here, and then we'll put them together. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and assemble him, and then we'll go over him. Very impressed with his sculpt, though. So only 4 pieces. The legs, they're massive. He's going to have no articulation except for here where this just pivots or spins up and down like that. And then the other side, and then, of course, the tail will plug in just like the other dinosaurs. So let's go ahead and put him together. Oh, that was so easy. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. He's so big. Let's switch over here to the back end. So we can line up the port. And that's it. Man, he is massive. So let me back up here. This is what he looks like. Fully assembled, and he is gorgeous. Look at the detail. The eyes, I love the paint on them. They're just so menacing looking. The ridges around his eye, the orbital area, the sculpted detail is amazing. All the bumps, and then you can see like scars. Looks really nice, like he's battle damaged. He's got a nice blue over the top design with the ridge in the top, and then the undercoating is that greenish color, but look at the detail, the veins, the ridges in the skin, the teeth, the mouth. That is one big jaw. Both the upper part of the head articulates and the jaw, so it's on two different articulation points there. But he can eat other small animals. He's made to do that. That is insane. Going down to the arm, you got swivel articulation here and then here. Nothing else. There's no hinges to where you can move them out. It goes this far. It goes all the way around except it catches on the leg. If the nails weren't that long, he could go the 360. Let's go ahead and take a look at the legs real quick. That's as far back as it goes. And you can hear like a hinge sound. Hope I'm knocking down my other figures. Sorry, buddy. So that's as far back. So not a whole lot. And they're kind of pre-posed. As you can see, the left leg a little further than the front so that he stands even. Looking at the neck, you got swivel articulation there as well. Like I said, the hands, both hands. It's got 3 digits on each hand, 3 toes. And then, of course, the back, you can get all the way down like that. It's hinged and pegged in, so you get that. And then side by side, not much. If you turn it, you can spin it around and line it up again with the ridges on the top. The only thing I don't like here is you can tell the tail, like the body has that green undercoat and then the blue on top, but when they get to the tail, it just cuts off. There's no continuation of the green, unfortunately, which that's a bummer. You know, that kind of looks... So it is what it is, though. I wonder why the ridges, I guess maybe that's just the thing with their anatomy. The ridges stopping there at the very end, right where that kind of funky ending. You can see like a line, a crease there, where that was molded and glued together or whatnot. But all in all, the paint and the sculpt is pretty impressive. Definitely can't complain. So let's see, under here, there's the little door. Let me flip him on his side. All right, he's on his side now. And here's where his digestive system comes to an end. Here's the little door. So whatever you feed him, you can retrieve it from this little escape hatch here. Pretty interesting. Let's see how that works. Let me flip him back up. All right, so we're going to give this a shot. See how this works. Hopefully I don't mess everything up. But here I have the Motu Origins Cartoon Collection Catra in cat form. As you can see, stands just over an inch in height and her length. Nice sculpt on it. But we're going to feed her to our Allosaurus. All right, let's see how this works. Now let's see if we can retrieve this. Patra, she survived it. So that's a pretty cool gimmick. Now let's go ahead and make a comparison with our Diplodocus, because he's the next biggest thing I have on hand right now. So let me pull him out and sit them side. All right, so right before we do that comparison, I want to get a measurement. So from the tip of the toes to the back, you see he's about at almost 15. He's at 14.5 inches. You can see right there, all the way from toes to his spine to the ridges. Impressive. And now across, let's see. He's at 39 inches from nose to the tip of the tail. Quite impressive. So now we're going to go ahead and put him up against Diplodocus. All right, here he is next to the Diplodocus. You can see he does stand like the highest ridge of his back is a lot taller than Diplodocus. Diplodocus beats him with the length of the tail and the head. head being able to look up a lot higher. So with that, you can tell the difference is like almost a foot in height when he does that. Of course, I think sheer power, Allosaurus would tear him up. I kind of started measuring them. I put them both right here where their shoulders are, where their hind legs, where the thigh is. I lined it up so you can see the length of the tails, like a foot difference. Allosaurus stands taller. He's got bigger legs, but then the neck, he's got a short neck, whereas he's got a longer neck but real tiny head and mouth. And this guy is just a carnivore. Teeth are very soft. They're bendable. Look at that. So quite impressive. Anyway, this is going to be the video, the unboxing, the review, and the comparison. My next figure is going to be Distortus Rex. Will be the next large dinosaur that I unbox. But until then, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Kevin the Tattoo Twin, reminding you never give up. Pew, 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 pew. Happy Jurassic June. And y'all take care. Peace. Hold it right there, mean one. You are surrounded by the Eternian Royal Guards. I'm Duncan the General. Give up right now, or else we'll be forced to terminate you. I don't think so, man. You better back up or I'm gonna crush your entire village.